Skirt. Oh my god. I'm so glad I got you to go to that, man.
I don't know.
I gotta know what you guys thought of that.
Well, I don't do scary movies too well. And Seth, I'm pretty sure you could hear me just exhaust every time I'm like that clown scene that's in the commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
When that door closed, I'm like, nope, here we go.
Oh yeah, and then the slides and everything. I didn't know where that was gonna go from the trailer because the trailer has like the girl face coming, when he has the hair, and then when he comes out of the thing.
Yes.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
That's like the craziest thing. You're talking about when he climbs out of the projector.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like the craziest thing I've seen in a scary movie in like a long time. Like I feel like a lot of the stuff that's coming out now is trying to be like subtle and understated, and that was so over the top.
Yeah, that you could say that's a good way to describe the movie. It's over the top.
It really was. It really was. So did you get scared?
I did, yeah. Like, the thing is, a lot of the promotions and trailers and stuff kind of gave away, I would say probably the first half.
Yeah.
So I knew stuff was coming. But yeah, right when the projector scene hit, that's when I was like, I'm losing my every single scene.
You know what? I wasn't that scared. I really didn't. I wasn't that scared. There's a couple of jump scares, but a lot of them were kind of anticipated.
Yeah.
There was a few, like when what's-her-face turned around.
After she
the throat grab.
beat the hell out of her dad. Yeah.
That was a good one, but otherwise it was more. There was a lot of creepy things for me, but I wasn't super scared. I didn't feel too heightened.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was less scared than I wanted to be, but I'm like a horror fan, so I don't get as scared in general. And I was kind of hoping for a little more. Like I really wanted to get really terrified by this. And I wasn't quite there, but I thought that the scares were good. Like I have respect for the way they did them. They were creative in a lot of ways, and that was good for me. It just didn't land with me as much as I hope it landed with most folks.
Yeah, I liked how like each kid, how was scared of something different. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know, like the creature. I wouldn't say creatures, but like the things that they were scared of. They were. I don't know, they were almost cartoony a little bit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the guy that would, like, the diseased guy with, like, almost a peg leg. I'm just like, who is this guy?
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was because, I don't know, you read the book and you saw the original one, right?
Yeah.
Was it just the clown in the original?
Yeah, kind of. Both the original, the miniseries, and this had too much clown as compared to the book. And I don't want to compare it too much to the book because I'll go on for 20 minutes about how it's different. But there was a lot of clown as it relates to the amount of clown in the book. He spends way more time as other
Oh, okay. I thought he was just kind of like a looming thing that kind of just showed up. But no, he's actually like completely different stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't feel like there was a ton of clown though in this. I feel like there's more kids than anything.
Yeah. And that I really liked.
Yeah.
As much as I was a little underwhelmed by the scares, I really, really enjoyed the kids and their whole thing and like them being pals and stuff, because they really hammered that home, and I thought they did it in cool ways. Like the scene where they jump off of the mountain and stuff. Yeah. It's like that's a quick 1 minute like total team building thing. And so I really dug all the kids. I thought did a good job with the exception of the kid who played Stan Uris. And you don't remember what kid I'm talking about because they never talked about him. But he's the kid with the curly hair.
The Jewish guy?
Yeah, the one that never wanted to do anything.
Yeah.
I thought that he kind of got a little shortchanged. And Mike, the black kid, got a little shortchanged.
Yeah, he seemed like just a quick add-on.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, well, we found him in the down by the stream. Okay, we'll throw him in the group.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, he was at the beginning, and then at the middle, like that was about it.
Yeah, when they showed him, like he was one of the first ones to kind of get his scare or whatever. I thought that they would feature him a little bit more than they did.
Yeah. Stranger Things boy, though, he
stole it.
Definitely.
He was awesome.
Definitely.
And the thing is, okay, not to jump off of this, but this was a lot funnier than I thought it would
hell yeah.
be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially the Stranger Things kid, like, he was the comedy relief in between everything.
Yep.
He's and his character Richie Tozier is definitely that in the book. Like he played a picture perfect Ricky Tozier if you've read it. And honestly, obviously everyone's gonna be talking about Skarsgård and being Pennywise, but I was more impressed by him as Richie than I was by Pennywise.
Yeah.
Like I really dug. He was like my favorite part. And I thought it was cool how they let him cuss so much in this, because they do a lot in the book, and I keep saying in the book, but...
Well, he had it wasn't just like cussing and like funny lines, but he had a lot of yo mama jokes, and like he just kept hammering back and forth, and he's like, oh no, I have a rash now, and he's like, oh, did you use my mom's toilet? Yeah, you probably have crap. It was good. It was funny.
Yeah.
Some good stuff in there.
There was some sick burns. I need to watch it again and write down all the burns.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they definitely, and really all of them. So, it being like a team-up kind of book / movie, all of them kind of are caricatures. You know, they're all kind of one-dimensional, right? So Bill's the leader, and Bev is the girl, and et cetera down the line. And I thought they all stayed in their lane really well, and that's what made them work really well as a team. So that I dug, but yeah, Richie more than anybody was full-on in his zone.
Them darn high schoolers, I think they want to drag race us.
Let's do it.
I guess
drag race.
Like okay, the pace. It was a scary movie, obviously.
Yeah.
But it went from, for me, scared the shit out of me, and then I'm laughing in the next scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm kind of caring about these kids the next scene, and then it goes back to I'm shitting my pants. Like they did a great job of just balancing everything overall.
Yeah. That's a good point.
It's hard for a movie to do any one of those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they did it all.
Funniest horror movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it really was.
Other than Scary Movie.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a horror movie.
If you count
So
that,
bad.
then Jesus.
It's so bad.
Well, I mean, it has scary in the title.
Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård, he was awesome, I thought.
He was, like, one of the things, there's no way to not compare this to the other stuff, so I'm just going to do it. The miniseries where they had Tim Curry as Pennywise, he was like, you could tell by looking at him that he was a guy in a clown outfit standing there, and it was kind of unscary because of that. But the way they shot Skarsgård and the way he acted in this was very not human, even though he looks like a guy, and it was super unsettling. Like his eyes were always kind of off track, and he was drooling all the time, and he never licked his lips.
The drooling.
I just wanted to watch more of him talking because I want to see more drooling and how intense it got.
And, okay, do you think that was I hope that was intentional, or do you think it was just like, hey, I have oversized teeth in right now, I got nothing here, I'm just leaking.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Just film it, just keep filming.
They're like, no, go with it.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, good job. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. His teeth are falling out.
Oh my god.
But no, I agree with you. Like, his eyes just seemed a little, just everything, all of his little tics were different.
Yeah. And I don't know if this was just me, but especially when the kid with the asthma, Eddie Kasprak, saw him behind the house.
Yeah.
It looked like when they were doing a long shot stuck on him and he was just kind of standing there, the camera behind him would kind of do like a thing.
It would do that.
Yeah, and the first time I saw that, I was like, oh, like, he's, in case you forgot, he's some sort of weird demon thing, and not just a guy in a clown suit. I really dug the way they shot him.
Yeah.
There was a point that drool got down to his knees.
There was a lot of
drowning in drool. Okay, right when it starts off though, and Pennywise is talking to Georgie. I did not expect it to just rip his arm off, and then he's just bleeding in the street. I'm like, well, this kid just wanted to sail his boat down the road, and next thing he's missing his arm.
I have been waiting for that scene for so long.
Yeah,
because it's amazing in the book, and then they kind of crapped it in the miniseries.
In the miniseries, do they just pull away or something?
What they show him reaching for the boat, and then you see a shot of the clown going with his teeth, but that's it.
Okay.
In this, he bites the arm off.
You see the teeth go in, and then the arm just
And he pulls, and then he's bleeding in the street. That's a chilling shot.
Yeah.
Him laying there and bleeding all over, and then he reaches out and pulls him in or whatever.
Because I heard you like, so they showed him leaning in the drain, and then they pull away to the old lady, and I heard you go, and I remember you talked about this before. And I was like, okay. And then when they showed the arm, I was like, oh, why do people live here? Like, also the house the house isn't like a normal neighborhood. The house is just that house is just right there.
Yeah, it's like you're having that neighbor that doesn't like mow their yard, and then just like rusted cars in the front. Like it goes nice house, and then the fence in frnt of it. That's what drew me out. It's like this fence is super rusty. Like how long has this been here?
Where's the city to like mow your lawn?
Exactly.
That's right. Some drooly clown lives over here.
Yeah, we don't mess with him. He don't mess with us.
Kind of off topic, but the stuff that made me laugh, and they came back with eating. He's just sitting in the bushes eating an arm.
He's like, hello.
Yeah, there were some things that kind of took, because that was like a serious moment, and then that kind of took out, and then the dancing.
Oh,
the dancing was the best.
No, seriously, like it's supposed to be a serious, scary moment, and he's just menacingly staring at the camera, and then he's like, "It's a hoedown."
He's doing Cat Night Joe.
Redub it over with that.
That was weird too, because he's definitely mean mugging.
Yeah.
But his body is like you said. I think before it was like that Snapchat filter.
Yeah, it was definitely the Snapchat filter of the old lady.
Yep.
Yeah, I did like how at the end, obviously you knew that there was probably going to be a sequel, but they kind of revealed it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because I remember at the Comic-Con press conference thing, the director talked about he said he'd love to do one, but it's all based off of how this does. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like they're definitely trying to set it up.
Ooh, do I hope it does well.
I do too.
Oh, I think it's going to do well.
I really dug that they went for rated R even with the kids. I think they definitely pulled some punches where they could have gone a lot gnarlier, but I think they went more gnarly than I expected with kid actors, which was really cool. But I'm hoping for the adult sequel so they can get really nasty, because there's some chilling in there that they could do. But obviously, when it's a 12-year-old kid, you don't want to scar them for life.
Just ruin their lives.
Yeah. One thing I didn't like was the whole line with Henry Bowers. He's the bully.
Okay.
He should have been a bigger part, in my opinion. And he should have been even more mean than he actually was. He's like evil incarnate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he kind of gets a hold of him and tells him what to do a lot. Mm-hmm. And so that's part of why he's so damn evil. But I think they kind of made him like a side bit and then did away with him really quickly at the end, where there could have been more. There's supposed to have been more stuff going on. But you can only do so much when there's a 7-person cast. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, the things that he did. Obviously, he's like the bully. But then, like when he killed his dad, I was just like, okay, well, like now this guy's.
Bleep.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, did the girl kill her dad with that? Is he dead?
No, they had him. Even when Bill came through, he was like coughing.
Okay, because I guess
he's alive.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I was like, okay, so now she's gonna go live with her mom, but she's a murderer. I really thought that he might be dead, but I guess that makes sense because he probably just concussion. He's laying there and he was breathing a little bit.
Yeah, he got knocked pretty good. At least he's not supposed to be dead.
Okay.
Maybe he is.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
There's a lot of like really cool just like little things they threw in too. Like the anytime there's a TV on, or almost every time they had that show, and then it finally paid off with him. That was cool. They just inserted it into Pennywise into things really cool. There's like small little flashes that were kind of creepy, never like but just inserted them in little places, which was cool. The 80s references were kind of cool too.
They nailed the 80s.
Yeah, okay. The book was not set in the 80s, right?
So,
they updated the movie for it.
Yes.
Okay. Because I like that.
They're kids in the 50s and adults in the 80s.
Okay.
In the book.
So
now
it's
they're going to be
complete opposite.
Yeah, they'll be kids in the 80s and adults in like 2015.
I wonder if Stranger Things boy is only going to be in 80s stuff. Maybe set stuff.
Strictly 80s.
It's in his contract. One of the things I really dug about Pennywise was they got really creative with him in general. Like, you know when they go in the house and he comes out of the fridge?
Yes.
And he's all curled up in there in some twisted ass way, and then unravels as he comes out, and now he's walking. That was because they could have just had him walk out of the fridge.
Yeah.
You know, but that wouldn't be creepy.
Got any milk?
I think it's spoiled. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like, there was that, and then also the library scene where the headless guy's running around, and then Pennywise's head is on him. Because at first, like, when it was the headless guy running, I was like, this is a little cheesy.
Yeah.
But then when it, like, the light caught him right or something, his face showed up, and I'm like, oh, geez.
That one got me.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of them for me, too.
Because most of the scares were like, here it comes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
But they surprised you a couple times, and that was one of them that got me.
Otherwise, it was just there was a lot of creepy stuff.
Yeah.
Even like the one from the trailer.
Yeah, where he comes out of the water in the basement.
Yeah. That, like, he came at him, doing the thing. And then...
doing the shimmy shake.
And then, so the kid runs up the stairs, and his head's laying there, and it just kind of slides away. Like, that was cool.
Mm.
That's creepy.
Yeah. I think after a while, though, in most scary movies, they don't want you to show you. You're not gonna see the main like scary thing so much, but they showed him quite a bit, which almost made it all right in some scenes. But like you said, going back to it with the eyeballs and just the little things that made him a little unsettling, it was almost scary just to watch him just talking.
Yeah.
I wanted more of him. I really did want more of him. I enjoyed his performance, and I was laughing, but I was also creeped out. Like, I mean, again, the drool killed me. But
this was a really different kind of horror movie.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was an enjoyable, it was just a good movie, I thought.
Yeah.
I went to Annabelle last month, and that was a scary ass movie. This was like different. You know what I mean? Better in my opinion, but it wasn't as scary as Annabelle was, but I enjoyed it way more.
Okay.
Because it wasn't just set up scare, set up scare, set up scare. It had a story to tell. That was really cool, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was super fun.
I think this movie has, like, in my mind, given me more balls to go see scary movies. But but I think that is hidden by the fact there's humor in this. Okay. So if I go see Annabelle, I'm gonna my pants.
Yeah. No, I had I felt the same thing when this movie ended. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go to scary movies more often. But I know that the next scary movie I go to, I'll be like, nope, this ruined my life.
Go by yourself and just, like, have nightmares.
You guys were looking a little puffy chested when we walked out of there.
I felt good.
I'm gonna brag about it after this.
I'm gonna go to the next one and be like, where's the laugh?
We need more laughs.
I went to it on Friday and I only cried for 20 minutes.
Speaking of laughs, though, when they kept referencing New Kids on the Block, that was really funny. And then just the scenes with the kids mixed with the music, like there was the rock fight, was it Young MC Bust a Move?
Yeah,
was that it?
Yeah, when they're all checking her out.
Yeah, just checking out the one girl. Like, those kids they seem like they were friends in real life, too, probably.
Yep.
What else we got?
I don't know, but I have no...
I was gonna say, where are you?
We are lost. Whatever you do when we pull over, please don't park by a manhole or a storm drain.
I'm gonna do it on purpose now.
No.
Hey, Jared.
Want a balloon?
They float.
Hold on. Do you have a handkerchief? I gotta get rid of all that drool, man. You're just gargling words.
This is really scary. Keep doing your thing, but I'm just gonna get your chin.
Step. I did have trouble understanding him sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's a few points where I was like, "Are you Tom Hardy from Batman?" Yeah, that kind of took me out a few times, but I was like, "What are you saying?"
I mean, obviously, I'm excited for the next one. I'm very curious on who's gonna play the adult.
Yeah. The casting will be big, I think.
Do you think that if this does well, they'll get a bigger budget and be able to bring on bigger names, or do you want it still to be like no-name people?
I'd rather have a no-name.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely with no names. Because otherwise you're watching, the actor instead of the character.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta nail the Stranger Things voice part. They gotta make sure that they have someone similar to that.
Yeah, good like almost comedy relief.
Yeah.
Comedic role.
Don't Stutter Boy and girl. I don't know their name.
I'm glad you know the characters.
Stutter Boy
and girl.
Don't they end up together?
No.
No.
Not really.
She ends up with inverted nipples.
What? Inverted nipples.
Fat Boy.
Oh, Fat Boy. Okay.
Tits or whatever.
Yeah.
He had inverted nipples.
Yeah, I did catch that when they were on the cliff. I was like, oh, this is very distracting.
You guys aren't supposed to be looking at those. Those are
They were
young.
winking at me.
More than that, they were talking.
Yeah.
They had mouths on them. Yeah, this will do. It's been reviewed well. I think it was at 89 in Rotten Tomatoes when I looked last.
And I did read that it actually made more than Deadpool did on Thursday night opening.
Really?
Which is surprising because I mean there was a lot of like looking at the board when we got our tickets, or I got the tickets. Everything was sold out. All the showings that night or tonight were sold out.
Really?
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's awesome. I love that.
I hope it does really well. Normally I don't say that for scary movies, but
Normally you don't have to.
Normally I want them to be like, stop making that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But
It was after the debacle that was The Dark Tower. It was good to see a King adaptation done, I think, right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the concessions they had to make from the book to the movie were okay on my part, and I understood them all. And they didn't completely bastardize the entire thing like they did with Dark Tower.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that the Dark Tower was a dark time in our lives.
Okay, so wrap up. Final. What did you think? Overall thoughts.
It sucked.
Jared, you go first.
It was the worst. I had a lot of hype going into this, and I was less scared than I anticipated, which was a good thing. This movie, it had its laughs, it had a good cast, everything. I liked it. Overall. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. Because everything that I heard, it's been like, scariest movie. Like a lot of reviews and like trailers are like super scary, blah, blah, blah. And I also heard the funny thing, which we got a lot of that, but the scares weren't as present as I thought they would be. But I'm not mad at that.
I was less scared than I thought I would be. I laughed more than I thought I would, and I enjoyed it exactly as much as I hoped I would, which is all good things.
Yeah.
Cody, expectations were met.
It's not often that my expectations get met, but this time they were. So now we got to get you guys to some more scary movies.
I'll pass.
I don't know, man.
And it's about to be October.
I'll see Happy Death Day.
Yeah, there you go.
The Groundhog Day of horror movies. Yeah.
What an original idea. We're not home.
Yeah.
See you,
Hey
Jared.
guys, thanks for the ride.
Get out.
I'll see you later.
Dude, it's 2 hours from here.